What's going on, everybody? I'm going to demonstrate to you how to make your dry pigments look dry. Now hopefully you can get a pretty decent look at this, and you probably clicked this video because you saw the thumbnail. This is a great thing to know if you use any kind of dry pigment, such as this is what we're going to be using today, Secret Weapon Faded Blue. But sometimes you want that pigment to look dry and dusty, whether it be rust effects or dirt or just that gray dust on concrete, or in this case, some kind of a fantasy world blue sand. And it's real simple to do. All you need, Vallejo airbrush thinner and a dry pigment. And that's it. So it's super easy. You can mix your dry pigments with other types of products like Lamian medium perhaps, or a matte medium, or varnishes, and you can turn them more into like a paint. But if you want your pigment to return to that full-on dusty dry look, this is how you do it. I'm using a Ghost dry brush size 1D for this. Any big soft brush will work. If you're interested in the Ghost brushes, there's a live Kickstarter right now, the Ghost Tiny Kickstarter. You can get the new Ghost Tiny set. You can get this paint pot holder. So we're going to really just load this on. One thing when you're doing a full base like this, and I'm doing it over black, it is hard to tell if I have enough pigment, if I have enough thinner, etc. But we can do 2 coats if we need to. So with as big as this base is, I think I'm going to need 2 coats. Because I can already tell it's not going to cover all that black. Now I probably also could do something with the black before I do this, but this is just kind of how I did the other guy. So this is just what we're trying to work with for the army, the OCR Bone Reaper army. And we're just going to paint this in. Dry pigment plus Vallejo airbrush thinner. And as we're talking, this dries really fast, so we should start to see this dry pigment effect come to life a bit. And it's okay if you get it on these little rocks, because you know this sand and dust probably would be kicking around on these rocks right next to it. Looks like we didn't maybe make enough, but we'll try to stretch it out over the base here. Maybe we can just get it all out. So probably could have made a little more for this size base. Obviously it's a little difficult to do a base this large, but I really wanted it to be clear what it's going to look like. And we can just rinse that off with water. And that's it. There you have it. We'll sit here, and you know what? I'll turn on the airbrush compressor for a second, and we'll see if we can't dry the... Oh, I should really close this before I start blowing air into this area. That's fine though. We can get a little bit of this dust everywhere. I got the Patriot 105. You don't have to do this. This is just to see if I can maybe dry this for the video. If not, you'll see in the thumbnail. But hopefully you can already tell it's starting to have that dry finish. You can definitely see it on the rocks. If you look, say here for example, you can really see how that's drying. Let me change the focus just a touch. And there you have it. See, on the rocks there, it has that oxidized, dry powder look. And it looks like we're definitely going to need another coat over top of this. But hopefully that was precise enough for you and you enjoyed it. This is going to be the base of an Oceanic Bone Reaper catapult. And I'll probably be painting this on stream. So that should be a good time. Please like and subscribe. And like I said, if you've seen the thumbnail, you know what this will look like when it's finished. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the comments.